As you could well imagine, my community and police department and the family of Officer Clayton Townsend are grieving. And I ask for the citizens of the state of Arizona and all of our communities to please remember them in your prayers, your thoughts and prayers, please.
It is a somber morning for our state as we remember Officer Clayton Townsend, who was hit and killed during a traffic stop along the Loop 101 in the East Valley.
Authorities giving the Salt River police officer a procession as his body was taken from the hospital to the medical examiner's office.
Beyond demand of service, he was a family man, a husband, and a new father.
And now his law enforcement family is forced to investigate how all of this happened, and that means part of the Loop 101 freeway is closed for hours.
Megan Thompson has the story for us this morning from the medical examiner's office. Megan, obviously this is just so heartbreaking on so many levels.
It is, Nick and Kaylee, and the governor taking to Twitter overnight saying that he was deeply saddened by this tragedy as well. Also going on to say that flags will be lowered to half staff today in honor of this fallen officer who was killed right on the freeway while trying to keep all of us safe.
Saluting the last 5 years of his service. This the scene as dozens of fellow brothers and sisters in blue paid their respects to Officer Clayton Townsend. His body taken from the hospital to the medical examiner with a procession of flashing lights surrounding the man who gave his life for the Salt River Police Department.
Officer Clayton was one of my most dedicated, loyal, and committed officers on my department. He was truly a guardian of the people. He was known by all to be very caring and compassionate.
The department says Officer Townsend was married, a father to a 10-month-old baby.
We just mourn the loss of the Salt River Officer Clayton Townsend, and we stand with law enforcement all together in losing a brother under these circumstances in which he was out doing his job.
The officer conducting a traffic stop on the freeway around 6 p.m. Tuesday night when another passing car hit and killed him. That driver was also transported with injuries to the hospital. We're told they are also cooperating with the investigation.
And just minutes ago, the freeway did open up this morning, but Nick and Kaylee, we're still waiting right now, obviously, the details of this officer's funeral and those next steps, and we will be sure to bring that to you here on ABC 15.
Just so incredibly tragic. Megan Thompson, Force Live, thank you very much. And Officer Townsend's death should serve as a reminder for all drivers about Arizona's Move Over law. Chief Auerbach sending out this message.
I urge all motorists, wherever you're driving, please drive safely. When you see our law enforcement officers on the side of the road conducting business, conducting a traffic stop, please give them enough space. Drive safely. Pay attention while driving.
The law says to move over or slow down on all roads for stranded motorists, workers, emergency responders, and law enforcement. On a national average, DPS reports that 23 highway workers and 1 law enforcement official are killed every month because drivers are not moving over. You can count on ABC 15 to have continuing coverage of this developing story throughout the morning and the rest of the day. You can also find updates on our website and that free ABC 15 mobile app.